video is Kami. I have no idea. But no doubt when he talks, sounds like a primitive African. So it looks like the Afrocentric African American IQ is like spreading all over the world. It's a very old video. Comment in this one. This was one of the very first ones I commented. Let's have a little listen, and I'll see if I can debunk some of the BS that these Africans make.
Guess which part of Africa are they from?
They're not from Africa.
If you know the answer.
But to be honest, if I had to give you the answer, they look like Madagascarians. In fact, this would probably be what a Blasian would look like, not Polynesian at all.
And you have answered giving any part of Africa. You are very wrong. They are from a place known as Polynesia.
See, that's the first BS that they make. The pictures that they just show, it's just like every single video these Afrocentrics do. They don't even put the right pictures. Yeah, this is the picture of Polynesian. What's wrong with showing our original features? What's wrong with it? You know, if you want to show a mixed one, then show one. Who cares? And then I'll explain why their ancestor and where the tree is. But they're not Polynesian. This is why I love the white man. He had to put all these races together, because if he didn't, they must have realized that these primates are just going to come and put us all in one race.
Yeah. Where is Polynesia? But is
So
Africa
funny.
the source of these people?
Honestly,
Let us
man,
ask from
just listening to him, I would never want. If he was my teacher in my history class, I think I would actually skip history. Honestly, I really would.
the website known as Quora. Are Polynesians
And I'll just go to the
African
library.
descent? Where did the original
We
Polynesian?
are not of African descent, you stupid idiot. We're more related to the South Americans. Stop trying to steal our
come
features.
from? Here is the answer that dominates this website. No, they don't come from Africa. That's what they're saying. Then they go on to explain their ancestry seems to be about 90 to 95% Austronesian. You want to stop there a little bit.
What they're trying to say, right? If I show you a picture of this woman right here, what they're just trying to say is that the beauty or the attractiveness of the Polynesians didn't come from Papua New Guinea and Melanesia, Africa. Most likely it would come from the Asiatic people. That's it. But then again, Native Americans are Asiatic as well.
And then go to our sages and they find a clue of the origins of these people.
Okay, let's go.
Our sages taught us that the world rose out of the lifeless waters of chaos, which they called Nyunyu.
Yeah.
Nyunyu means the waves. And they said this earth emerged as a pyramid mount called the Ben, this one, or Benyu, which was the first thing to emerge from the waters of Nyunyu. Benyu means living, means alive, and means with the life. So there was only one earth, one solid earth. Not two, not three, there was only one continent. Which continent is that? Scientists and astronomers give us the clues and the answers. Astronomer scientist Wegener was convinced that all of the Earth's continents were once part of an enormous single landmass called Pangaea, which is Africa. And all the other continents moved away from Pangaea. So, we want to go back to the questions. Are Polynesians these people?
Quick answer is no, we ain't.
Of African descent. And where did the original Polynesians come from? And this contributor on Quora says they come from Australasia.
You know the funny thing is, by just looking at this picture, I don't need to know the race. These are Papua New Guineans, okay? They are Papua New Guineans. They're not Polynesians. Why black people keep showing pictures? This is why you're brainwashing people. These are Papua New Guineans. You know how I can tell? Features. Simple as that. They're the only one. They got a unique look. Each Melanesian, even Melanesian, they just got a unique look.
But we know from scientific and historical and mythology that.
So here's the thing: Africans, Melanesians, Africans. No, they ain't. But in saying that, they are black because they were named that by early Europeans. That's what Melanesian means. Black Islanders.
Only one continent called Pangaea, which is Africa, that gave birth to all the other continents. So Quora and any other website that does not relate human origins back to Pangaea, back to Africa, is wrong. So all the other statements are right about this and the proofs that they come up with, they are wrong. We want to discuss this topic today, very important. Africans are also Polynesians. Let's look at that.
It's like this whole, I don't know what is this whole force thing. I'm coming to the point where I really don't care. It's like Fijians saying they are Polynesians. So what? So what's this whole claim? So somehow you're Polynesians. Is it because look at these features over here? Is this not beautiful enough for you? Do we have to add this one over here and add a Samoan, add a Tongan, and add a Hawaiian in the mix? Now you can claim all the mixed races that you want.
Now, when you look at these names of some parts in Polynesia, this part, you will find that these are almost similar to some Bantu words.
It's so funny. Bantu words, okay.
They would know, and I say Samo.
Oh, really?
They would know.
This is the funniest one. This is the one that's so easy for me to explain. Okay, let's carry on.
They said Raro Tonga.
Raro Tonga.
That I'm saying continue to rule. If I say Raiva.
Okay, firstly, this guy's the biggest idiot in the world. All these names over here, Fiji, Tonga, Samoa, Rarotonga, whatever you call it, they're all created by early Europeans. In fact, you could say that the first name that the Cook Islands, for example, Rarotonga is not the name we have today. They're named after the Cook Islands. Does he understand? Does the idiot realize that this original name is the Cook Islands? Tonga is not the original name of Tonga. The original name of Tonga was, the Friendly Islands. Samoa was not called Samoa. It's, if you have to translate, it's Chicken Islands. Because that's where Tongans call Samoans, chickens, okay? Fiji got their name from Tonga. So when Cook Islands asked for the name of the Fijian Islands, they got it from the Tongans. So in the end of the day, all these names are renamed over and over again. It's not the real names. Man, this idiot. And you know what the funny thing is? It's like, if you look at the alphabets, right? It's like they're trying to find some word and some letter as though it's going to translate in the same word. And what does Rarotonga? Can he explain what Rarotonga means? And Bantu, because it has its own meaning. What does Tonga mean? What does Fiji mean? Can you explain it?
It means it is itchy. If I say Tuatamo or Tahiti, it's Tahoti.
What?
Mangareva. That's Rapanyu. Rapa means hill, or new means to be sunk.
Yeah, well, that just shows how this guy talks so much BS, because Rapa Nui now it's called Easter Island, but Rapa Nui, oh my gosh, this guy.
Where did the Polynesians originate from?
Okay, I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna do a part 2 later on.